And welcome back to the We'll Take It From Here podcast. Another week, another episode. However, first, we are going to bring you our show's sponsor, because this episode is brought to you by Honest Supplements. Now, Joe, what's Honest Supplements? Well, let me tell you. In a world that is plagued by new illness outbreak every other day, it's important to keep your body performing at its best with the right vitamins and supplements. However, these products can get expensive, especially with rising prices all around us. Honest Supplements has resolved that problem. They mark up all products by just $1, saving their members an average of 50% per product. Yes, that means that the protein you're paying $60 for is only $30 on their website. They have everything from vitamins, sports supplements, recovery, weight loss, CBD, and so much more. It costs just $10 a month or $99 for the entire year to join the Honest Supplements Club. Timmy and I are both members and can advocate for the amount of money that you will save. And do we also mention that all products are third-party lab tested? Because that's the only true way to prove vitamins and supplements actually contain the ingredients that they claim. Don't wait. Go to Honest Supplements right now to join today and start taking better care of your health. And it's right. If you train jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, or just in the gym, you better be taking Honest Supplements. So go to their website, guys. All right. Now it's time for the show. Back, folks. We'll take it from here.
Round two.
Had a little bit of technical non-difficulty. I just prematurely started the
I wasn't settled in yet.
Yeah, definitely weren't settled in. But anyway, folks, welcome back to We'll Take It From Here. You're listening to the show with the goal to entertain you, make you think. Episode 171, where we have another duo in this beautiful studio, aka no, I'm serious. I'm not saying that.
I know. But the studio part.
The studio, but aka Timmy's Garage. And as you can see, we got the American flag. God bless America. We got the other part of the so if we have some We'll Take It From Here shirts that probably dropping other ones in the future, but I have some if you want them. It's part of the logo is what my mom made. It was the shield and the swords. And then we've got Alfred and Grief in the picture hanging there. So
That were gifted a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, a few episodes ago.
Like 4 or 5, yeah. It's tough. It's tough to find places that hang that in our setup stuff.
And obviously you heard from the ads. Honest Supplements sponsor the show. Thank you, Honest Supplements and Mikey Main. And let's just get into it, man. Having a nice weekend here. It's early, man. This is how you know it's an early episode. It's a coffee episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know.
Did you have your coffee yet?
I did have my coffee.
Oh,
I had some cinnamon in it too. It was
a little splash of cinnamon.
A little splash of cinnamon. Thanks.
We know that pisses off Frankie. Boot and Coffee Frankie, episode 160.
No, 160. No, 163, I think.
Okay, I was close. Better than last time. Last time I said, 190?
You were like, episode 3000, sure, future. I think you said 190.
And we said Al the 7th.
Let me see. Where's that Boot and Coffee? Yep, it's 163, baby. Let's do it.
Remember this time. I didn't.
By the way, Boot and Coffee, shout out. You got a fucking street named after you.
That was April Fool's prank.
That was April Fool's prank? Dude.
So... Dude, I'm sitting in the office and I see
Never
that.
mind.
I see that. I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. And then I saw an April Fool's post. I'm like, oh, maybe that was Frankie getting us. So I texted Mikey. I'm like, dude, is that an April Fool's joke? He's like, I don't think so. He's like, he tagged the mayor in it. I go, so I'm like, all right, let me go and find the article that he shared. So I searched the title in the article. Nothing came up, and I go, Mikey, there's no article. I can't find it. He's like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it was, dude, that's legit. Do you see that Photoshop in that?
Dude, it was perfect. I really thought it was.
So when I started looking at the street names, I was like, it looks too perfect.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was Photoshopped, but it was like the wording and the coloring and it looked too perfect. So I'm like,
Frankie, that was after.
Yeah.
Genius advertising.
He said last year I think he was going to have a presidential debate at Boot and Coffee or something like that.
Let's go.
People were texting like, I'm not shopping there anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I go, your prank was so good you almost lost customers.
Dude, customers are saying I'm not shopping there anymore.
Yeah, and people don't like Trump.
Yeah, but hold on a second. You can't take a joke?
Well, they didn't know it was a joke. Yeah. We didn't know it was a joke about the street signs.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't really dig into that. I was just happy for him. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
bro, this motherfucker
exactly.
is getting so
Dude,
successful.
he got hit. Oh, the mayor of Morristown got everyone.
What did they say?
So my wife texted me because she was working that morning, and the mayor posted that they would do a congestion tax between like $6 and $8 in Morristown.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was April Fool's at this point. And then then once I realized Frankie's, I was like, oh, this is probably April Fool's. The mayor was posting that, you know, that New York City has a congestion tax.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to do that in Morristown.
Yeah, you see, that's a really bad joke considering that the taxes in New Jersey are already stupid and Morristown's already stupid with how expensive it is. But
yeah, when jokes make it seem like it's going to cost you money, it's not funny.
yeah, but it's not funny. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm moving out of Morristown.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, bless you.
I'm allergic to taxes, apparently.
Yeah, good. Damn straight. We should all be allergic to taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, dude, I was actually impressed. Usually April Fool's is pretty obvious.
Yeah, man. It is usually pretty obvious. And actually, dude, I completely, like, I knew it was April Fool's, but everything that day was just a blur to me that, like, even my friend, Don, actually, who I started the show with, he posts on Instagram and Facebook, and I knew it's not true. It was just random. And he just posts, like, all right, it's official, you know, spur of the moment decision, but by the end of the week I'm moving to Australia. And I'm like, and I just commented, I'm like, bro, this is false, like, just jokingly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why the fuck is he even posting that? Like, what's the purpose of even posting that? Maybe just fucking around. And then the next day I say, oh, it's it's my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
Shout out Tina, happy birthday. So I was like, yo, happy birthday. And then I realized, I was like, oh fuck, dude, he posted it yesterday. It's April Fool's. I was like, I just, like, I knew it was April Fool's, but I didn't.
You knew he was joking, but you didn't realize it was
Yeah,
a
I knew
full
he was
joke.
joking. He's not fucking moving to Australia by the end of the fucking week. But I was like, why is he posting that? And it's like, oh, it's April Fool's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Dude, April Fool's, I don't know. The whole thing on that. I don't know if we'll get into
That's
that.
the whole thing. Then they changed the New Year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it to talk about.
Allegedly, they changed the New Year from January 1st, from April 1st to January 1st.
And then, like, that's why we're the fools or something. I love conspiracies. Yeah, I love conspiracies.
Yeah,
They're
they
great.
also said that we used to have 13 months and not 12.
That makes sense about the days, 28 days, 31 days, 30 days. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't there something mathematically with that?
Let's see, there's 365 days in a year.
Yeah.
365 and a quarter, technically.
Well, hold on a second. April, May, June, July, August.
28 days a month if you do 13 months.
Yeah. Here's one thing that's a little interesting, and this is derived from language.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obviously from Latin, right? But being that it's like even Italian, Spanish, and French, not saying anything, you should think it's just weird. September is the 9th month, right?
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't make sense because September is the 9th month, but I'm pretty sure in Spanish 7th is septimo, and I know in Italian it's settimo, sept.
Mm-hmm.
Then October,
Eight.
is 8, octagon. November, 9, right?
Yeah.
And then Deca, December, 10, 10.
Yeah.
So why is it 9, 10, 11, like, 11, 12?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it. Sure, maybe I'm hinting at something, but I don't know too much about it. But it's like, why is the 9th month sept?
They definitely fucked with it. Why? Who knows?
Who knows?
Whatever. This is where we're at now.
Well, we're in April.
Yes, we are. It's April what? What's today's date? The 5th. I got 10 days until I leave.
Yeah, you're going to Italy.
Yeah, man.
Are you pumped?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Dude, I've talked to, the last couple of days, I've talked to a bunch of people talking about going to Como, and everyone's like, dude, that place is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Como I've never been, so I can't speak to, but I've heard very good things about it. You're going to a soccer game there or no?
No, we don't have enough time.
Got it.
That's the only problem. So if I'm going to Como, I'm not going to watch a soccer game.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Como, you're gonna see the lake, is everything. I'm pretty sure one of my friends said that she got an Uber in Como with her now fiance, and a Bentley rolled up as the Uber. So
That's crazy.
You're in a very ritzy area.
Oh, yeah. Most of it's ferries that you go across the lake to.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many Ubers. I mean, I'm sure there's parts, but yeah, I'm excited. I got to do a little planning for Como because the problem, we only have 2 nights and everything's kind of spread out. Mm-hmm. It's something like 300 miles of shoreline on that lake or something ridiculous like that.
Fuck.
So like, I don't when I travel, I don't like to have extreme rigid plans. Like we have timelines and like things we want to hit, but it's not like at 10 a.m. we do this and 11 a.m. we do that. And so
So you're more
like
of a laissez-faire
no,
person. Not in a bad way.
No,
enjoy.
It's somewhere in the middle between that and a rigid schedule, where we have stuff we want to hit, and there's sometimes hard schedules, but you need to be able to flow in and out of a rigid schedule and just loose kind of.
I feel like on vacation you're supposed to be lax. You're supposed to be relaxing. Obviously have a plan, so But like I don't know. Sometimes if you're like if you're in some of the nicest, most relaxing times when you're like at a resort or something or on vacation is when you just let the day go and you just do okay, I want to do this, fine, but in the meantime let's just walk around here. Just look at this nice coffee shop. I don't know, something weird.
So the other thing, there is a difference between vacation and traveling, right? Vacationing is where you're just sitting and relaxing. Traveling is when you go and experience stuff. So we're traveling for the first part of the trip, and once we get to Como, we're still traveling, but it's from what I hear, Como it's like a very relaxed area.
Yeah, it's fucking so affluent, bro. It's so wealthy there.
But just the vibe too. It's just
chill, just relaxed. Yeah, you're in you're in the north of Lombardia, which is close to Switzerland, which is close to the mountains and the Alps. So you have a lot of it's a mountainous terrain. It's nice.
Yeah,
they say in Italy. What is that? Plane? Nice. They say in Italy.
Yeah. It's probably for those sinkholes right around the corner.
Yeah, right.
How bad was that traffic?
I didn't come. I hit Route 10, and I took Route 10 to South Moore Street, went through Dover, came in.
Yeah, it's brutal. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay. They say Italians will always. There's two types of Italians when it comes to their vacation: the ones that go to the beach, which are the majority, and then the ones that go to the mountains. And for some of you, maybe you think, "Oh, fuck yeah! If I have a beach and a mountain in the summer, I'm gonna go to the beach." But it's like, dude, sometimes going to the mountains, just chill.
You gotta do both.
You gotta do both.
Right. Why does it have to be one or the other?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't always have to. But of course, it's life. You always have to do one or the other.
Yeah, we were originally planning. I've probably said this on the podcast before, but we're originally planning to do 3 weeks next year, and then my family want to do this year with 2 weeks. So, not seeing as much stuff as I want, but that just means we're gonna go back at some point. And there's so much mountain biking and rock climbing there, so I gotta just do a trip there just for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because that kind of trip is just dirtbag, cheap hotels.
Yeah,
good food, cheap hotels, and just get dirty riding a bike and mountain bike, rock climbing.
Let's go.
So yeah, what's going on for you in April?
Italiane?
What's that?
Come vanno le lezioni italiane?
Yeah. What you said?
How are the Italian lessons going?
Oh, I haven't picked up Duolingo. I haven't picked up Duolingo in like 2 months. It's all real bad.
Dude, they'll speak English there, and if they don't, they're like you're gonna have really fun hearing their type. Trying to speak English. It's fun.
What's your April looking like?
Jesus, my April. Oh, I'm gonna be a godfather.
Oh, good for you.
For Enzo. Yeah, thank you for Enzo. I'm a godfather for my nephew Enzo. That's the end of the month. So that's the big thing. I'm gonna finally get back to training.
I'm at that point with training. It was like close to vacation. I'm like, do I go or not?
You go and you just chill, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you have to really pick, because I'm not trying to get a black eye is fine, but I'm not trying to like tweak my back or something.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. You just go.
Maybe I just do striking next 2 weeks.
Bro, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right,
fucking come.
The best is last week I texted you. I was like, "You on Tuesday?" You're like, "No, I'm hurt." I'm like, "Okay, good. I don't need excuse."
I was good. I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, I should just text him to go anyway. But I was like, I don't think he's. Why not? Who cares?
The car that you see on jack stands to your left, you can't see it in the picture. It's directly to your left. It's been almost 2 weeks like this. I'm just trying to get it done with.
Fuck yeah, get it done with.
Dude, I texted Mike Koval. Shout out to Mike. I was like, I now know why your grip strength's so good. I was working on this car every day between 2 to 4 hours a day after work and on the weekends for like 6 days in a row. I went to go cook burgers and taco meat the other day. I couldn't hold the spatulas.
Really?
My hands were just exhausted.
Dude, what does that say? Let's get into that.
I got soft hands?
No, dude, we all, bro. It don't matter. If you go, obviously, everyone's got grip. Like, you go to the gym, your grip strength's great, right? But what does that say as a society? I mean, this is not supposed to be a negative thing, but think about it. Like, we don't really work. Like, there are a facet of people, mechanics, or people who are just, car junkies that know how to work on cars like you, but do it every day.
Yeah.
Their hands, like, it's something about working with your hands. And it's like, all right, everyone's got their preferences. Yeah. Everyone's got their different talents. but it's like we as a society have gotten away from like the hard work.
Yeah.
And hard work meaning like labor.
Yeah.
That's so important, bro.
Yeah. And then if you notice all the blue collar guys at the gym, their grip strength is through the fucking
Dude,
ball.
so ridiculous. There's UPS delivery drivers, mechanics, plumbers, anyone that works in landscaping. Those grip strengths are ridiculous.
When I first started, I was landscaping, and I was rock climbing and mountain biking. So it was just like my grips were through the roof. I remember Mike was like, "Dude," he made some kind of comment about my grip strength. I'm like, "Yeah, well, just use them all day long."
Dude, what I wonder what my grip strength is. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, the problem is that, like, you can get those like workout things. It's not the same thing as using it all day long for work.
No, it's not, dude. It's not. Like, especially when you like think about it too. Like when you pick up plates, right at the gym, like obviously, like that's if you could feel it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you could feel it when you're like tossing. You're like, all right, yeah, I gotta get this grip. But like, it's a different type of grip. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe I should start learning because I'm looking at your wheel right now, or lack thereof.
My wheel's not on.
Yeah, lack thereof. Real.
I'm waiting for a brake line to come in.
Okay.
It's for the other side. We're looking at the driver's side. I got the passenger. So I did. This car came from Connecticut. It was a little more rusted than I was expecting. So I took apart the lower subframe and lower control arms, replaced the control arms because they were so rusted. The subframe I sanded down, got as much rust off as possible. Don't die over here. You're not permitted to die today.
Sorry.
I had to paint the subframe. It was so rusted. I've replaced every part in the front suspension.
I was going to say, it looks nice, bro.
New calipers, rotors. And when I was doing all that, I was like, all right, let me just go replace the rubber brake lines for the stainless steel ones. You can kind of see behind the metal rotor. The driver's side came apart, no problem. The nut for the hard line going to the master cylinder. But the passenger side just was stripping. Yeah. It would not come loose. So I was like, fuck this. I'll order a new one. And that was 2 weeks ago. Every website was like, it's in stock. Okay, cool. I won't ship for 2 weeks. I'm like, I won't be here. I need it now. And then I found a website. It ships within 2 to 4 between April 2nd and 4th. I thought it was gonna be delivered then. No, that's when they shipped it out.
Oh, so but you're coming from Connecticut, right?
No, the car's coming. It's coming from Michigan, I think.
You get there and like, come on.
It's coming Wednesday.
Supply chain.
It's coming Wednesday.
The supply chain,
well,
baby.
The thing is, I could, like, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have ordered the part. I would just, it's easy to make brake lines. And it's where it is, it's the shortest run of brake lines. There's all 4 corners. 4? Yeah. Whatever. Usually there's 4 corners, and you have the brake lines ran for a certain length. Where it is on that side, the brake line's like only like a foot, maybe 2 feet long. Yeah. The rest of them are like 3, 4, 5 feet long. So that one would have been easy to make. I would have just done that. They sell all the equipment to do it, and it probably cost me $20 in parts. Yeah, but it would have been done. But now I'm a week later.
Bro, so dude, but at least you're doing it yourself. Like, bro, this past weekend with my car. So first of all, I brought my car to the inspection, which in my opinion is so stupid.
It's completely pointless. It is pointless now,
bro.
Like, they just check for check engine lights. That's it.
That's it, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
it's a joke.
And what happens if you even fail?
You get a red sticker and you have to fix it and then go back.
Wow, dude. So
and then you can get pulled over and get a ticket.
Yeah. So I had my sticker on, dude. I just never went, right? Because I hate dealing with the DMV, even though it's so easy. But I went this past Saturday. May or may not have waited 2 years to do it.
Who cares?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like, I thought it was the same thing. So stupid. Then I get my shit, and the guy's like, "Yo, the people like he was definitely being a prick, but he was being like very passive aggressive. Yeah. So I just killed him with kindness. Yeah. He goes, "Oh, you don't really like to come to the inspection?" I'm like, "Yeah, no excuse." I was like, "But I'm here." And he's all right. Step by the car. And he's like smiling while saying it. And I was like, all right, this guy's being a prick. I'm gonna fucking pass. Like, there's nothing wrong with my car. He goes, "Oh, you passed." I go, in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, no shit, I passed. Like, what the fuck, whatever." And he goes, but I'm being nice to him purposely. He goes, "I got good news and bad news. Good news is you passed. Bad news is we're gonna see you this year." And I just shook his hand. I was like, "Thank you. Have a nice day." And he like, wasn't expecting me because he's being a passive aggressive dick, and I was like, "Yeah, no worries." I wanted to be like, "Fuck off," but I just killed him with kindness, and he didn't really have a response. He's like, "Oh yeah, have a nice day," and just fucking drove off. Bro, you're in a car inspection, bro.
Yeah.
My car's fine.
Oh, you're going to see me this year? No.
Yeah.
I took 2 years to the last one, so why would I?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What gave you that idea?
Right?
I thought you said I don't like coming here.
Dude.
You fucking jerk off.
And then I went to go get my my lights fixed.
Yeah.
And they were great. The people I go to are great. But dude, just to get like 2 lights replaced, it's $90. It's like, whatever, don't matter. It's not I can't afford it, but it's like, dude, $90 to replace your lights, like fuck.
Well, some of the cars are really a pain in the butt to change the headlights in now.
He did it. Yeah, no, I get that. He did it. It was I paid for the parts because he was in and out in 5 minutes. It was awesome. Yeah. I literally paid for parts, not labor. So, but wait, what was I going to come back to on this one?
Kill him with kindness?
Yeah, kill him with kindness, but you said something.
The guy's a fucking jerk off?
The guy was a jerk off? No, you said...
I said, what made you
think that
I was going to come back? Here? It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years. Wait, no, I had it. Whatever. It'll come back to me. But yeah, dude, that's why I'm saying, like, it's nice that you're able to do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, but I know what I'm looking at, but I don't know what to do. But it's nice. You save money, bro.
Yeah. Well, dude, I hear it all the time, but people are like, oh, yeah. My wife called me the other day, one of her coworkers, it was like, oh, this is $7,000 for brakes. I'm like, no, it's not $7,000.
Fuck.
It shouldn't even be $700 for brakes.
Bro,
well, it depends on the car. It could be if you're getting brakes done by a mechanic, yeah. But the brake parts for my car, for this one,
$60
with the calipers was $200.
Oh, okay. For all 4 wheels.
Well, the backs are drum brakes.
All 2 wheels.
Yeah. So the front is the rotors, pads, and calipers. So the calipers, you don't typically replace those. Those are
$100 a side,
basically.
That's it, and you're doing the labor as long as you know what you're doing. All right, good.
But brake pads are like $30.
Yeah,
and rotors are like 50 or 60.
I had my boy's dad do my. I bought him some shit. I was like, thank you.
Is this the guy that you filled the oil in the wrong spot?
Yes. This was before that. But we changed the brakes. We did the tire rotation, and he taught me how to change the brakes. And I was like, I just want to learn. I bought my shit $50 or like $60 a pop, so like 120. Bought all the rotors, pads, and he did it for me. And I was like, this is awesome. I didn't have to.
Pretty straightforward. The thing is, though, doing pads and rotors, you really have to make sure that you do the extra steps in it. Like, you can't just swap them out. That stuff gets really. That's why I replaced them, because mine were old. Old ones were really, really rusted.
Yeah.
And the mating surfaces where the pads sit in the caliper, they get built up with brake dust, rust, whatever, so they don't move smoothly. So you have to take a file or a metal brush or something and clean all that out.
Yeah.
So you have good surfaces, so things move. Otherwise, you get stuck pads and rotors, and that's where you see, like, I've had friends who had pads wear out in like 3 months.
Yeah.
It's because the pads don't release when you get off the brake, so they're constantly on compressing and squeezing. So then you're actually losing gas mileage and stuff too.
Dude, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get a new car anytime soon, but I was looking at some cars passing on me on the road, like some nice Audi S5s. I was like, maybe I should start looking. I don't know. Not yet.
Do you want a house or do you want a car?
There's 3 things. Do you remember the 3 things I said on the show for 2025?
No.
Okay. The gun. Which is going to be very soon, like within the next couple months, and car and house. So those are like the big expenses that I'm going to do. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking my phone. I'm being rude right now. I want to show you the gun that my buddy just got.
Let's go. Pew pews, baby. If you guys don't like pew pews, don't worry about it. Don't fucking just move along.
MP5.
That's beautiful. Obviously, semi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Submachine gun.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, since you're going to Italy, you want to know how you say that in Italian?
What?
The mitraglietta. So just you're going to need to know that when you
What does that mean?
Submachine gun. So don't worry. That's out of everything, not how to order, not how to say thank you or please. Just know how to say submachine gun and you're good.
Bringing America to Italy.
Yeah, damn it.
That's funny. House, car.
That's it. House, gun. That's it. So yeah,
it's very expensive year.
What? Oh, it's not going to be done in a year.
Yeah. Well, you said 2025.
Yes, the gun is going to be done in 2025. Oh. The car potentially. Yeah. The house, dude, bro. I'm not fucking doing a house right now.
No.
Not now.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah, bro. So one thing I want to talk about here. I want to touch upon this again. We touched about it a lot. Just want to say this. Just I'm not going to get into why I'm saying this. Just promised someone I wouldn't say anything. But remember, folks, this might seem random, but it really hit me this morning. No matter how, like, it's incredible. It's incredible when someone that you, like, let's just say someone's really good at something, right? Like, or just a really good person, and they've got something going for them, right? In one area or multiple areas of life. Isn't it incredible how, as a human species, would tend to look up to that person as if they've got it all figured out. You don't really know what's going on in their mind and their mindset about themselves in particular areas. Keep in mind that your thoughts and words have power, and what you consistently and habitually speak and think will soon create your circumstance. So you're in control. And just remember that, like, you remember that every time that your autopilot thoughts come in about how everything's going wrong and how you may not be the person you want to be, it's false. You got to change it. So even if everything is playing out that you don't like, you can change it. So start to change it. And it starts up here. You don't, one day you're doing jujitsu, and then the next day you wake up and all of a sudden you're just not at jujitsu anymore. You start to think, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And then soon after a while, you don't go anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was this week.
It all starts here.
I make excuses to work on this thing.
Well, yeah, but look, dude, sometimes you need a break. It's not like you're not going to go to jiu-jitsu anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you have something.
Yeah, but still, I was making excuses. I could have went.
Well, dude, look, I had my yo, I have a silver lining on this.
Did you win?
What do you mean?
Did you win the race?
It wasn't a race. I was trying to clock in a 40 time.
Yeah.
I got a really bad 40 time because I let up at the 30.
Yeah.
Oh, I let up at the 30. I stopped running at the 30. But apparently what I was told was I was booking it. So like that's good. So
okay,
so probably would have had
it was a small win.
Small win.
Okay.
Yeah, small win for a week off.
Yeah.
But see, I took a week off. I could have bro, I know myself. I ain't rolling fucking fucking soft when I go back there. I would have aggravated him more.
There's a joke there.
What's up?
You always roll soft.
Yeah,
something like
soft,
that. I don't know. Whatever. Go on. Sorry. Interrupted you.
No, it's all right. But remember, folks, what you're constantly telling yourself will soon become your reality. So whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. So just not even like give yourself grace. Literally start, like, get the victim mindset out of here. And like, if you want to be tough love guy, like, get your victim mentality. I'm not going to say stop being a bitch. I hate that. I hate when men tell men to stop being a bitch. Unless you're actually like being a little bit of a bitch, but like there is like when people are suffering inside, whether it's a legitimate suffering or not, the worst thing you could tell someone is to man up.
Yeah. No.
So just remember, folks, your thoughts and your words create more than you may know, more than you may believe, more than you may want to believe. So if you're in a victim mentality, now's your time to change it around. I'm being serious though.
Yeah, I know you are. It's just the whispering was a little creepy. Now's the time to change your mindset.
Now's your time to change your mindset.
Yeah. No, I agree. You got to there's one thing I've been seeing a lot of in completely different aspects of life on social media and person and all that stuff, and I think we've talked about this a lot with Phil too, is the mindset going into things and whatnot. Like, you can go into jiu-jitsu class, right, and you're hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm hurt. This is going to suck, blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, I'm hurt. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to have fun today. I'm just going to be doing weird shit and, like, just playing around, flow rolling. And, like, all the change was just your mindset going into it.
That's it.
I'm hurting. Oh, my leg. Ow. Ow, my leg. Oh, please be careful, my leg. Or, hey, my legs are hurting. Let's just have some fun. Do some, flow roll. It's like, you can just change your outlook on anything. And granted, there's certain situations where it becomes so much more difficult, and I get that. I still think the message is the same. It's just that the hill you're climbing is much steeper.
Yeah.
Like working on this car. Okay, cool. This sucks. Okay, cool. I got another car that I'm going to eventually sell, but I have another car, so I'm not in a rush. Whatever. I'll take the time. Having the time delay allows me to take my time going through this. I don't have to rush through it all.
Yeah.
So like just having that change of mindset, like you're not going to be miserable during the process.
No.
And everything's the process. Everything is about the process. That the destination is just it's the end. The
This
process is
yeah,
the fun.
The process that I'm learning too, when I was going through all this, I won't get into it, but like the changing of the thoughts, the monitoring, let's speak some English there, the monitoring and the changing of the thoughts. What it's teaching me is how many autopilot thought, and this is like, this is not like victim thoughts with regards to certain situations that were there dormant in my mind. And all it was is I wasn't awake to what I was doing. So it's like, it's not, don't beat yourself up, just change them. And I was like, oh yeah, because you'll see the pattern of thoughts when it comes to certain, like I don't know, I'm not telling you to share it, but like if you're ever thinking about something, a certain situation that you want to change, that you don't like, when you start to change your thoughts around it, even if it's not even remotely showing to you in reality, it will, if you stick with it. Right, shit will start to change. The how and the when, it'll be natural to you, right? But even when it's not showing you, and you're saying the opposite, you'll see thoughts that come into your mind when you're not even focusing. You'll be like, oh shit, that's why it's like that. Because I keep having this made up argument with myself or someone else that like why, or yeah. I'm going down a rabbit hole of thoughts that are leading me to then get agitated. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, that's been lying inside of me. So now I just look and I go, oh, those are false. Get out. And I let them out. And they don't affect me anymore.
Well, they don't even have to be false. Like you can, like those internal arguments, whatever, those can all be real things. It's like, that's not happening right now. That's not the conversation. Like there's no reason why I need to think of this.
Yes. But no, 100%. But what I'm saying is, if you don't want that, right? If you don't even want to view something like that, like, that's why I'm saying they're false. If you're changing, you have to acknowledge them as, no, that's old me.
Yeah.
This is, what am I even arguing for? This is old me. This is my old perception of that. It's gone. Like, let it go. And it'll go.
Yeah.
Like that's the process and journey I'm learning right now. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool. It's good for me. It's good for me. Good for me.
Hey.
But it's good for everyone.
The talent came out.
Yeah, it's good.
It is. And I think that's just growth. I think there, that lesson right there is the big stepping stone people take from being children to being adult, like truly adults. And I don't think a lot of people take that step. You can see that in a lot of people, a lot of adults. They could be in their 50s and never take that step. They have that mindset, the victim mentality, whatever the case may be. You may be learning how to go through life and pay your taxes and interact with people in public, but you still haven't dealt with changing your mindset of being a child to being an adult.
Yeah.
We babysat friends from the gym. I'm not going to say who. Their babies last week. And the one girl got scared because I turned on the washing machine. She was so excited about the new one. I turned it on. She got scared of it. Her mom does laundry all the time in the washing machine. Not scared, but when I turned it on, scared. Because the story she told her head was it was scary.
Yeah, scary.
It's like, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but you don't ever say it's fine because you're gaslighting them.
Yeah.
You gotta like, what are you scared about? So we just walked away. But it's like the story in her head was, that's scary.
Yeah, no.
But she's too young to really know.
Yeah.
So, but like, at what point in your life do you pull away from that story and assess yourself? Oh, okay, that's the initial story I saw. Okay, does that make sense? Sometimes it might, but even if it does, you can still, okay, that's happened. Let's move on.
Dude, well, think about it this way, and it's actually a good point. I'm happy you brought that up with, like, the kid. I'm going to use the word programming.
Yeah.
Because it is, and it's not, sometimes it's malicious and intentional, but other times it's your programming, right? And it doesn't, like, this is one thing that when you're a kid, when you're a baby, right? You obviously have your parents, right? Your parents are going to teach you what they have gone through life from their experiences. And some of it's good, like to be respectful, to have discipline, like that's all good shit, right? But what I'm saying here is a lot of the programming you get when you're a kid, our mind's a sponge all the time. But you're not, when you're that age and a toddler, dude, all right, so there's like scientific. So there is delta, your sleep, delta waves. Theta waves, that's when you're deep meditation and your subconscious like your subconscious will accept ideas when you're not only when you're in theta, easiest when you're in theta meditation.
Words matter. That was good. I like how you worded that.
Then you have alpha. Think of alpha of when you're just
You're
getting
in
up.
action?
No, beta.
Okay.
Beta. Then there's high beta. Alpha is like you just got up in the morning. You know you're conscious, but you're still a little bit sleepy. Maybe you're not fully doing everything. You're making the coffee. You know, and you're telling yourself thoughts there. Whatever you're telling yourself, you're telling yourself thoughts. That's alpha. And then beta is like what we're doing right now. Right now we're in high beta because we're concentrating. Yeah. We're conscious. We're in high beta right now. When you're working, you're in high beta. When you're working on that car, you're in high beta. So there's beta frequency. Not to say you can't have power in any of those, but when you're a kid, right, especially a toddler, baby, I think they say that the most that the babies and toddlers experience are delta and theta because they're always fucking sleeping. Yeah. And then when they're conscious, they're in theta. That's when their mind's the most sponge. So now where is this going with programming? Think about all the shit, whether it's intentional or not, whether it's in good faith or not. Whatever you're telling that kid at the moment, that's what they're going to accept. Yeah. So then their life then becomes what you were telling them, and then they have their own experiences. They experience something, they learn it. Oh, that equals that. Okay, then they keep. That's why, like, a lot of the shit, I wasn't aware of it because I was asleep. Most people are.
Most people are oblivious.
Yes, and like that's when I was like, oh, someone was telling me this. Someone was telling me that this particular thing is my thing that I need to, and I accepted it because I was like, oh man, that person's right. And I'm like, no, dude. That's why I'm experiencing this. Yeah. Because I keep telling myself a negative thought that is not real. So now I flipped it and I've gotten rid of it. And that's where like I was like, oh, yeah, I see where that's coming from now. Now I don't get angry anymore. I used to get angry like, why are these thoughts coming back? Stop it. Now I'm like, oh no, dude, you're good. I was like, exit.
But and then that's the thing too, is to accept the fact that A, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Yeah. And B, these are things that will pop up, and the goal isn't to. Obviously, the goal is that you don't want to have these thoughts anymore. But the process is when these thoughts come up. Okay, I'm going to work through changing the thought, changing what I'm thinking about, or my mindset. Okay, let's say thought process comes up. My guard passing sucks. Do you just keep saying my guard passing sucks? You go there and you're like, well, I'm going to try. Well, you're not trying. You're just putting in effort with not actually fully committing, you know? But if you say, okay, I'm not good at this. I'm going to do my best to go fucking tackle this and get as good as I fucking can. Let's fucking see what I can do. Yeah. And you attack it and go so like, okay, I'm not good. Let me address this other than I just suck at this.
Yeah. Well, think about it too. What is the dominant belief about about progression in our world? If you suck at something, this is what everyone's accepted. Even you, everyone's accepted this, right? This is why it's like the timing. What I'm starting to realize is the timing doesn't need to be what everyone's saying it needs to be. The timing is fully dependent on you. So everyone thinks that what I'm talking about is, oh, you do it here. And oh, you're just not going to take any action. It's like, no, dumb, you fucking live your life. Like, all it is what is dominant here shows you there. That's it. It's that simple.
It guides you to your actions.
Yes. So here's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, well, this person took action, and look, they're better now. It's like, yeah, what have we been taught since the fucking dawn of time? If you put effort into something, you may suck, and then one day you're going to be good. Yeah. So what have we bought into? If I keep doing this and keep applying myself, I'm going to be good. And then it happens. And you're like, oh, yeah, because that's what we were fucking taught. There's nothing wrong with it. Dude, it's fucking great going to the gym. Yeah. I love going to doing stuff. I like doing stuff that challenges me because it makes me feel better when I do it.
I was trying to be nice. Yes, I challenge you. Oh, it's not hard to challenge you. I don't know. Bad jokes. But I was thinking about when you said that the mindset here, you think about it and then people say, oh, it's going to change. And like, no, it's the process, right? It's like setting the GPS. You change the destination in your GPS. You set the destination. That's where you want to go. It doesn't mean you're there. You have to now go on the process, but it's guiding you in the direction that you want to go to.
I'm so happy you brought up the GPS because this is an example that's been brought up a lot of times over the year. It's like, okay, so when you have like, all right, you're visualizing, right? So you're visualizing something you want to do for your business, right? So you walk, and business, you start changing your mindset to business is hard to know. I'm successful. This is all going to pass. It's starting to get better. I'm getting more customers, whatever. You're visualizing, whatever. That's the destination. Your destination, your journey is X amount. Like I want to get this car. All right, fine. Now you're here. You want this. I'm going to use Ferrari. You want Ferrari, right? That's what you want to do. Whatever. You want your business to be the best. That's your destination. Now, when I put because I had to take the alternate route. I didn't know the alternate route to come here today. So I knew it for the most part, but I still put in the GPS.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting to your house. Yeah. I know I'm not going to get lost along the way. I know it's not going to take me 5 hours to get to your house. Just need to put it in the GPS. I left my place. I got to your place. I didn't worry where I was going throughout the whole way. That's the point. That's where faith comes in, and that's where belief and trust comes in.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely. And that's a huge thing is
you're going to get
trust the process.
Yeah. Do you want to know what happens when you don't trust in the process? Because everyone thinks like, oh, it's not going to, because what do we get told? You can't always have what you want. Dude, I have hated that saying. Even when I was spiritual asleep, I've hated that saying. Yeah. Don't tell me I can't always have what I want. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. But here's what happens when you start to become conscious to it and you start to consciously try to create it. You have your GPS. This is what I want. This is me now. I got to go here, make a right, make a left, make a left, make a right, and I'm there. Mm-hmm. I'm going. I'm practicing everything good. I'm still living my life. I'm still taking whatever, natural action, whatever. But now I made the right, I made the left, and I go, is this working? No, maybe I should make a right, make another right, and then make a left.
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, okay, now I'm back on track. Is this working? Where is it? I don't see it. Maybe I should make a right here. Maybe, and it took me 5 hours to get to somewhere where it should have took me 30 minutes. Yeah. I love your GPS. I'm so glad you brought that up. GPS
enthusiasm is just pouring out of him. I love it.
When you know it's going to happen, it's going to take you there.
Yeah.
This is good that I'm saying this because I'm starting to realize what I need to do in certain areas for me. And it's just trust.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's always trust.
It's always trust.
So I've talked about it a bunch of times, talking about subdividing and all this stuff. And dude, I've just been stressed out. Like my one buddy keeps messaging me about all these tariffs and how the market's going to be fucking brutal. And
investor confidence is the market, dude. Yeah, I know.
Well, but like regardless, it's just price is going to go up.
Okay.
The world is in a chaotic place right now. Regardless, it's always in a chaotic place, and prices always go up. It's just how things happen. But what I said was things go up and get chaotic in different rates. So right now, I feel like things may be going in a more aggressive price hike. Mm-hmm. Whatever. That's the different story. But doing the subdivision and building and all that stuff, it stressed me the fuck out because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And figuring out how it makes sense. Because right now, with interest rates, like, it's a renter's market. It's not a buyer's market. Mm-hmm. So it's not a landlord market. So I got to figure out how all that makes sense financially. But I just know, like, trust the process. Like, this isn't a bad idea. It's just how do I make it work? And do I delay it? Like, right when I get the subdivision, I have to build it tomorrow. I can wait a year. I can wait 3 years, whatever the case is. And it all depends on what the town requirement is. But still, like the point is like trust the process, have faith. Don't be blind and just go into it half cocked and not pay attention to shit. That's not the. Yeah. But it's like, okay, trust it. Do your math. Do your due diligence. Do the math. Do the prep work. Do everything you need. And once you do that, be done with it.
Yeah.
Be done with it. You already decided. You can't be second guessing it anymore. I'm doing this. Okay, cool. So like the subdivision part, it's done. I don't care. I'm not going to, this is another fucking $1,000 here, $1,000. No, you're doing this process. You're committed to it. I'm following through with it.
Yeah.
Now, once I do that process, I don't have to build. I can wait. I can do whatever I need to until that makes sense. But I'm at this first checkpoint. It's done. This is the decision made. We're moving forward.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, bro. Like you're not going to, I always say this to myself. Whenever I doubt myself, the decisions I made, every decision has led us to us being here right now. Phil said that, I think, right? Phil said that? Yeah.
165?
165, I think. Handy dandy. That was a great one. That was a great topic. Yeah. Definitely listen to that. That was more... That episode started off, that was a great episode from start to finish, but it started off with a bang and a great conversation. So get that one because I want people to listen to
that
episode.
Say?
165?
Yeah.
Let's go. Phil's been on one like 4 times, so all Phil's episodes are great, but that one in particular hits. So definitely listen to that one or watch it. So everything that we have done has led us to be here right now. And I've always told myself, because even it's like I said, sometimes you get those, and I catch them now. I don't expand upon the thought.
Yeah.
When I was asleep, I would get a negative thought and I would just expand upon it, and that's bad. Now, if it pops in, I'm not worried because I go, nope, we're good. Trust the process. Whatever. I'm good. I know where I'm gonna go. I know what my goals are. Boom.
I just want to talk on that. It's not ignore that thought. Don't just like, oh, it comes up and just throw it.
No, it's acknowledging that it's like, this isn't real.
Okay, I hear that. That's not the case anymore.
Not the case anymore.
Whatever. But it's not, you don't just fucking turn your shoulder to it and pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, so you could say it, or there's ways you could do it. You could be like, no, I know what you're trying to do. Thank you, but no. And then you're good. Or I see what you're saying. Don't push it down. Don't push it down.
I hear you, but no.
Don't push it down because it'll come back up.
Yeah.
Just be like, nah, you're good, man. Thank you. That's old me. New me, no.
Go file it in the cabinet and deal with it. And be
exactly.
done with it. That's old. That's done.
And what I tell myself all the time is the only way I'm going to fail. Whatever fail is arbitrary. But only way I'm going to fail. And I mean, trust me, I get it. Every failure to lead to success, I get it. I don't think that's bullshit. I get it. But I'm talking about like, I fucked up. The only way that's ever going to happen in my life is when I give up.
Yeah.
And then when I say it happens. And at that point, like the market goes down.
Yeah.
Then what does it do?
It comes back up. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. You got it. We're all in charge.
Are you getting mad because a wave came and crashed on the beach?
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be another one.
There's
And
gonna
then
be
another
another
one. And another one.
Yeah.
And there's breaks in between.
Yeah.
These are just things that happen. It's part of how life runs.
And then when the tide recedes insane amount, get the fuck off the beach because there's a tsunami coming.
Yeah. But, low tide happens and there's high tide. Like, it comes and goes.
Yes.
And then there's super high and super low. So it is all natural things that happen all the time.
You know what it is, too? It's like, think about, like, okay. Like, I'm trying to make an example and make it make sense. When shit starts to happen, you start to really see how you perceive what's going on based off your mindset and based off of where you're at mentally, like your mental diet, so to speak, let's call it. When something happens, you can be like, oh, I knew it. That's it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. That's bad. Or, oh no, actually, this is the sign of the meaning. That's what it means. Move on, stay in faith, and you'll see that if you assign the meaning that it's okay, at some point it'll come back to you that's what, like, you were correct. But if you fear it, you don't let it go, you fear it, what you fear is going to come true. I think it says in the Bible, what you fear has come true.
It's all mindset.
It's all right. Shift it. Be like, yo, shift. But then when the tide recedes really far out, get the fuck off the beach.
Yeah. I don't think you have a chance at that point, though.
Yeah, you're probably fucked.
Yeah, man. It's that mindset. It's the battle of controlling. I don't want to say controlling because it's not controlling. You have no control over those thoughts that pop in your head. You don't have control over what pops in your head because they're random thoughts. That's the subconscious. You only have control of the path forward, right? So, like, indirectly, you have control over your future subconscious. You don't have control over what's popping up now. That's the past you.
That was the past. Thank you. That was the past you. Perfect.
Yeah. And that's the program that you have. And, like, so if we go computer terms, right, that's the old code that you have. That's the old programming, and you're trying to update your system.
Yeah.
And you have to still process that old shit and, like, oh, here's the error. Okay, now here's the new update.
Yeah.
But it's learning. You take that face on. Okay, I don't like that. I disagree. Whatever. And you're just looking at the path forward. It's the path forward. You don't look back. Don't look at the old code and like, oh, I fucked up here. Oh shit, that was no. Okay, here's my corrections. Here's how I'm correcting my path forward, and that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's simple and easy. I don't know why people don't do it. It's simple. It's not easy.
No. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it. I'm happy you said that. Do you want to know why people don't do it? This is why it's good. I get it. It's good when you have discipline. Okay, it's good to be disciplined. I'm still disciplined, even though I know that it's really the mind that's creating. I still go to the gym. I still take action. I still do things, right? The right action, not the wrong action, not manipulative action, not forcing action, the right action. But here's why people don't do it, because
They're being little bitches.
No,
I'm just kidding.
it's because what you say.
Yeah.
It's literally that simple, but we don't fucking want to believe that. Because everything, and I don't know where this came from, man. I really don't know where this came from. It's a good thing, right? There's a difference between lazy and being disciplined, right? And I think what happens is like there's a stigma, and it's a good thing, right? Like that everything needs to be insanely fucking hard for you to be good. And it's like, dude, I am seeing in real fucking time people on my team, first job, never had a sales job before, had approached it with the right mindset, told himself it was going to be easy, and the motherfucker is doing better than like 3-4 year veterans, and it's not luck. It's just that he has the right mindset. Yeah. And sure, he puts in the work. Sure, he shows up. Sure, he has learned what to say, but he didn't block himself. He didn't fucking tell himself it was going to be hard. Honestly, bro, I haven't seen him struggle once yet. Yeah. Every month he's crushing it. He may think he's struggling, but he's still doing well. Good for him, bro.
Yeah, because he didn't come into it with a rigid structure. He came fluid and relaxed.
Yeah. And he didn't tell himself that it need. And look, this is an athlete. This is a competitor. He's grown up as a competitor and an athlete, so he knows the value of hard work. But this is what I'm saying. The reason why people don't want to believe this is they don't think it could be this fucking easy. Yeah. He believes he's the best. Good. He's doing well. Everyone should believe they're the best. Bro, there's a difference between being humble and being a dick. You can be the best. Or tell yourself you're the best. Here's the thing. We all think, what do we all get told? And sure, there's 8 billion people in the world. So what we all get told? Dude, there's always someone better than you. Fine. Sure, I get that. That makes sense, dude. That makes sense. There is always someone better than you. Doesn't mean you can't say that you're the best. Doesn't mean that not by telling yourself that you're the best, at some point it'll be reflected back to you. You'll be doing really well. Is there going to be someone that's better than you? Sure. But guess what? As long as you remain humble in the way of saying, no, I'm the best. But hey, you need some help? Maybe try doing this if they ask you for help instead of being like, yo, I'm the best. My shit don't stink.
Confidence versus arrogance.
Confidence versus arrogance.
It's a fine line.
Bro, let me tell you this.
There's big ranges to it, but there's a fine line where you can really cross over.
Let me tell you this about the mindset. Obviously, these 2 people I'm about to name obviously put in work all the time and actually put in work. But you can't tell me it's not their mindset as well. So I'm prefacing with that. Ronaldo and Messi. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you think is the greatest of all time. Yeah. People think it's Messi. People think it's Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't care.
They're in competition for who it is.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that they don't believe they're the best. Yeah. They know they're the best. They know they've told themselves, if I do X, Y, Z, if this is what I do, if I put in the extra work, if I do this, this, and that, I will be the best. And it's been reflected back to them. They believe in themselves. They have trust in the process. They're confident. Even if Messi is very humble, he's definitely arrogant in some way. So confident. Oh, I'm sorry. Good. But you're telling me out of 8 billion people in the world, there's not someone in their age group sitting on the sideline with a victim mentality who could have been better than him, or maybe was better than them when they were growing up in the stages, but their mentality and mindset took them to one place, and this person's like, nah, be humble. Nah, I'm not good enough. And then it crushed their career and they went somewhere else? Come on, you're telling me?
So all what you're saying sparked my brain to Jordan, right? At one point, he wasn't the best.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan. Yeah,
cut from his high school team.
Yeah. I heard there was a little bit of weirdness to that story. It's not at the same face value of what they make it out to be.
Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not
whatever.
Sure.
Anyway, so he got cut from his high school team, and then he put in the fucking work to get better at it. And now he's the GOAT of basketball.
But what did he tell himself the whole time? Because he is pretty arrogant. But what did he tell himself? I'm the best.
But
I'm the best. That's all he said. I'm the best.
He is the borderline of arrogant and confident.
Yes,
it's because he has both
for sure.
Because I guess there isn't. Yeah, he has both. He's confident and arrogant.
Dude, did he put in the court time? Did he put in the extra time after in practice? Sure.
Yeah.
Was he there when other people were there? Sure. But motherfucker, you can't tell me that motherfucker wasn't telling himself he's the best.
But that's the thing is, that's what got him to put in the extra work, is telling himself he's the best.
Yeah.
That was the point I'm bringing up. It wasn't he was the best. No, I am the best, and I need to put in the work to show these people I am the best. Because right now I'm not showing them anything.
Yeah.
I'm not showing them I'm the best. I am the best, and I need to fucking put in the work because I'm gifted that I am the best, but I'm not stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
And that was the point I'm getting at, is that he wasn't the best because he was the best. He was the best because everything put together, him putting in the work is what made him the best. So he was the best if he stepped up and did the things he needed to do. So it's not I'm the best because whatever, I'm basketball. I had the most points in that game, or I have the most championships. That's why I'm the best. He was the best before he got there.
Mm-hmm.
But he only got there because he went down that journey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the I'm the best isn't there's people better. No, put in the fucking work.
Yeah.
Put in the work.
Put in the work.
Yeah.
And know you're the best. Know that it's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen. It's got to happen. If you tell yourself it enough, it's got to happen as long as you're doing all the necessary.
I love
how
when you get excited and you get emotional, the Italian comes out.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Because we're all matter, dude. We're matter.
Yeah.
We're matter. We're atoms.
Yeah.
Atoms can't be created or destroyed, but they can be, what is it? Like,
energy can't be created or destroyed, it's just transferred.
Transferred. Bro, if we were...
First law of thermodynamics?
If we were
I should know that.
destined to only be what... that's a horrible way to say it. Because that's not going to make any sense. If we were limited, if everything we were saying is not true, if you couldn't do anything you wanted to be, right? Bro, you would be stuck in the body you're in. You would be stuck in the same scenario. You couldn't change. You couldn't excel. Mm-hmm. You couldn't deteriorate. You couldn't excel. Like, you would just
that happens to people too.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't. That's why. That's how you know it's true. Everything is... Bro, I was told that because of my body type, I'd not be able to get abs. Because when I was a kid, I was fucking big dude. Like, even with big stomach, right?
Yeah.
Like, a little fat around the face, right? I was told, yeah, dude, it's just body. Like, so-and-so's got abs because this is what you got to do to get abs, but it's going to be harder for you, and, you're probably not going to get it. And I was like... And I believed it. And then one day, I was like, all right, I was pledging. I was barely eating at college. Yeah. And I was like, let me lose this weight and let's see. I bet you I can get abs.
Yeah.
My abs started showing up, and I was like, oh, okay. I just got to watch what I eat, work out, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, like, everything is possible.
Yeah.
Everything is fucking possible if you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think there's some legitimacy to, like, the old biblical ages.
What do you mean?
Like Noah, and I think it was Enoch and Noah's... I think Enoch's like Noah's grandpa, about being able to live longer than just 80 to 100. Like, they were like 969 years old.
I've heard
that could be metaphorical, but honestly, dude, I feel like we are...
I think the theoretical limit is like 120.
Yes, but I think in the past we were able to... This goes back to the conversation we were having with the Egyptians. Mm-hmm. I think in the past we were more privy as humans to our actual power, and we were able to live longer.
So there's also different types of, I'm going to say humans. There was Neanderthals, right? Mm-hmm. And they found skeletons of a whole bunch of different other versions of humans. So what is scientifically known, I will say, and standard of other people, I don't know, but we'll say Neanderthal. So there is I don't ever throw out the idea that it's possible that there is different people, different versions of us. So like our Homo sapien, right? That's what we are. Version maybe is only 120, but maybe there was like Neanderthals or other blends of people that could live longer.
Possibly, but then what changed? You know what I mean? We get told what's changed.
I mean, there's always constant things going off on this planet,
bro.
Asteroids, volcanoes, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes,
dude. But it's like
solar flares, constant shit that just destroys this earth.
It could be that there's been mass more than just like we get taught about.
I mean, the dinosaurs died, so like
but that's the only thing we get taught, right? But then there was like there could have been massive volcano shit. You never know, dude. You never know what society was like.
Yeah,
you never know. It's fucking crazy. Love it. I love that shit. I love thinking about it. Because if I'm wrong about that, it doesn't change.
No.
It doesn't change my opinion about what we just spoke about.
Yeah.
One. And two, it's like, okay, I'm wrong. But then me being wrong, does that make what we're being told right?
Yeah.
Because were you around in back in the day? Because you weren't.
Oh, it drives me nuts when these scientists have the arrogance of like, no, I know this is fact. It's like, no, the evidence that you have been presented shows that this is fact.
Which is,
in your opinion,
hypothetical. What is it? Science is just what is it? Hypothetical guess or something.
Yeah,
or hypothesized guess or something.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make it all bullshit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make it fact.
Yeah, like it's just what the evidence are showing right now.
Yeah.
But to be arrogant that you have all the evidence possible, like the one guy that came on Rogan arguing Graham Hancock, Flint Gibble, and he was saying that ships are preserved underwater or some shit, that we would find this and all that, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. Wood rots underwater. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we have no evidence of it, and they'd be perfectly preserved. It's like, no, that's not how life works. So these arrogant scientists that just say things like they're fact when they're not. Whatever. I'm not going down that rant. I get worked up. Fucking jerk offs.
Let's go.
That's that mindset I'm trying to get out of. I don't need to be ranting.
No, don't worry, bro. I did it this morning. I was getting up and everything was good. I started off the morning well. I did my prayer. I did my affirmations of what I want, to get what I want. And I realized that when I was going to the bathroom, I was like, "Ooh, wait a second. Why am I talking like that?" That's like it's like it just wants to come up, but once you're like,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I hate. I get worked up on these fucking rants and things that piss me off for a reason. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with things bothering me.
No,
I don't need to fucking waste my energy on it.
No, don't.
I just argued with myself on the podcast about this shit. I don't fucking need to.
The biggest thing is this: if you're getting to a point where your thoughts are starting to create emotion, like in a bad way, I'm saying, it's starting to create an emotion. Stop. Be aware of it. Be like, "Ooh, okay." Don't worry, because you've thought about it enough for you to think it's true, and now your body's reacting.
Yeah.
So now, catch yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't get worried that the end of the world's going to happen because you thought it. Just flip the thoughts. And just catch yourself.
Dude, that shit,
catch yourself.
end of the world happening freaks me out all the time.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Asteroids, fucking solar flares, hurricanes, volcanoes.
Bro, I'm not even going to fucking think about it.
I tried not to, but every once in a while it pops up. It's like, Yellowstone's overdue for going off.
It is, but you know what? It's going to be overdue until we're all gone.
Hopefully.
It is.
So we'll find out.
And if it isn't, then okay, well, what are we gonna do here?
We're gonna die either way. So
what we're gonna do?
It just freaks me out.
Yeah. No. I'm not trying to belittle it. That would be scary as shit. That would suck. But what are you
gonna do? We just deal with it.
What are you gonna do?
It's the mindset. Just have the mindset. It won't go off.
But I remember I used to be so scared. I wouldn't think about it, but it would come in a lot of times. I was like, I had this mind. Like when I first heard about, I was thinking it was 2006, the 2012 apocalypse. Remember that?
Yeah.
The world was supposed to end in 2012. That when I was a kid, it used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like I would I wouldn't tell anyone, but I would be scared of it. But then I got to a point where I'm like, no, dude, like there's no fucking way. Like I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. I was like, no, dude, I'm not. Like this, we're not dying in 2012. We're not. And now, that
was a good movie.
It was. Dude, you want to hear a funny story? The day it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The day it was supposed to fucking happen. It was the weekend leading up to finals week before winter break of my sophomore year. Okay. And because it was final week, but it was the weekend, I was like, I got to study. So I went to bed earlier. Right. And I kid you not, dude, I'm getting to that point where I'm hitting like alpha to theta. So I'm almost out. And I start hearing explosions. And I wake up. Some motherfucker was putting off fireworks in the street. I was like, oh, okay. We're not dying. And I just went back to sleep. Yo, it scared me, dude. It scared me.
I thought you were going to say you were dreaming it.
No. Some dude hit off fireworks. And I thought it was like, but I woke up. I'm like, oh, my God, are we dying? I was like, no, it's fireworks. All right, cool.
That's funny.
All right. You got anything else? I think we cut it off there.
No, I think that's a good one. We're going to try to get some stuff recorded for before I leave on vacation.
Yeah,
so we're Wednesday. Not solo Joe.
No, Wednesday we're going to try to get my boy on there, Justin. He's good for it. Right, so we'll do that, and then I guess we'll try to find something else for that weekend, so we can have two. And
we're gonna try to get some stuff in the queue ready to go before I leave.
So this one is gonna drop next week. So this coming Thursday, the one Wednesday will drop the following Thursday, and then if we record one, that'll drop the Thursday after, and then we should be good, right? All caught up.
Yeah, I come home Thursday, so we may need to do another one. We'll figure it out. Folks. I don't know why I snapped, dude. I don't fucking know why I snapped. It's really weird every time I do it. So just pretend like I didn't do that. You gotta do the finger guns.
Yeah, the finger guns, right?
I hate that. Dorkiest thing ever. I do it too. I do the finger guns.
Dude, the finger gun's fine, but like the snapping is, I gotta stop. Folks,
if you see Joe in person, finger snap.
If you finger snap me, I'll finger snap you back.
I'm not going to make that quote.
I know exactly what you were talking about. I'll say it off air.
21 Jump Street. All right, go on.
But folks, remember, control your mind. Really, it's as simple as controlling your mind. Don't make it complicated. Take all the necessary action you need. Don't force things. Don't manipulate things. Be in trust of what you're visualizing or telling yourself is going to happen in the process. At some point, it's going to happen. The timing depends on you. You have a destination. You're at a certain point. You have your GPS in. Don't start doubting the GPS. Don't start making turns thinking you need to make turns when in reality, you just need to make the turns that the GPS is telling you, aka trusting in God, the universe, whatever the fuck. Trust the process. Trust that source. You'll get there. All right. You're listening to We'll Take It From Here, episode 171. We out. Love you guys.